Hello, everyone. Oh God, my throat. Hello. Hello. Making sure everything looks good. Hope everybody's doing good. This week has been crazy. Well, the snow is melting now, but it snowed all day yesterday. I don't know if you can, no, you cannot see the outside, but you saw my Instagram stories and everything, like, we got like 4 inches of snow. I live in the South. Snow is like not even, snow is like not even a thing here. So I was enjoying yesterday. Like people from up north being online, like making fun of people in the South. Like, this is the first time we've gotten snow in like 10 years. Like, I was in high school when we got the last snow, and y'all are just hating. Because what I think is beautiful about people from the South who get snow is, like, everybody becomes a kid again. Like, all the adults are outside playing like we're kids. Everybody's outside. Nobody has to work. Everyone's happy, usually. And everybody's just outside having fun, making snowmen, making snow angels, doing snowball fights. Like, I think that is so amazing, and I think that's adorable. So, I think when we get snow here, I think it's very special. Is the chat working? Because normally there's a lot more chatters. I feel like I maybe turned a setting off on accident. Because the chat's also not showing up on the screen. Like, did I do something? Maybe everybody's just quiet today. That's okay. We're gonna be crocheting today. This is going to like just be a really cozy chatting crocheting stream. I was supposed to work today, but I don't work because we closed because of the snow and ice and stuff. And I was supposed to work yesterday, so we were closed yesterday. Oh, now it's working. Okay. Now it's here. That was weird. We were closed yesterday and today for the snow, so I'm having a snow day. But the unfortunate thing for me is that I don't get paid on snow days like the full-timers do. So that's like, what, 16 hours of work that I just can't make up and not get paid for. So I'm trying to like live stream a majority of the day today to try to make up for the money that I'm not making from my actual job. So please stay and hang out with me because your girl hasn't been at work because we're snowed in. But that's okay. Honestly, I've been really cozy. Yesterday, I spent the morning just playing in the snow with my dogs and stuff. And then I deep cleaned the pet room, so the pet room is nice and spotless and clean. And I did some more cleaning around the house. And then I finished a book yesterday, so I felt pretty productive. And then this morning, I slept till like, I don't know, 11 or 12. And then I spent the morning cleaning like the dishes and stuff. And then I also, Big Me sent me a new e-reader to review for my reading channel. This is kind of a sneak peek. So I unboxed this and I set this e-reader up and everything. This is their new e-reader that's like the size of an iPad. And so far, it's giving. It's very comparable to the Kindle Scribe and also an iPad. So here's what it looks like. It's honestly pretty bougie. Like, this is my wallpaper. It's in slight color on the screensaver. This is a colored e-reader. Sorry, the glare is gonna be really bad. But this is a really nice e-reader. Like, I was not expecting to enjoy it. It's like the size of a Kindle Scribe, but it has Android 11, so I can download any reading app on it, so I can literally read on the Kindle here. See if I can hold it, and then it comes with the pen too. So I can highlight notes and make notes and stuff and annotate on the pages. It's very, very nice. And you know, I didn't like the Kindle Scribe for the size and the fact that I spent so much money on it, so I do enjoy having this one because it was free. So I feel like I can enjoy it more without being like, oh, I spent way too much money on this thing. And then I like the way that I decorated it too. So that's a video that's coming. They also, like, this e-reader is bougie because they also sent me this case. And this case is like faux leather, like really nice. It has hair sticking all over it. But this like faux leather case, and then it has like this bougie looking Big Me Bee on it. And then this is a keyboard case. So I hook the tablet into the case, and then it has the trackpad. And I can use it as a little laptop, which game changer for my writing, because I wanted those like e-ink typewriters, but they're too expensive, so this is gonna be my e-ink typewriter, and I'm so excited. But this is a really bougie case. Like, it's thick, soft. They honestly slayed with this, I'm not even gonna lie. So that video will be coming soon. I'm gonna read more on it later, but yeah, that's what I did like all morning. And now I need to crochet. So I'm trying to crochet things for my next Etsy launch, because if you guys remember, like probably a year or two ago, before I hurt myself the first time, I would do like Etsy launches where I would make like 10, 15, 20 items and then do like a big launch. Whereas like the past year, I've only really been able to have the energy to make like one thing at a time, or if somebody orders something, I'll make them as they're being ordered. But I want to kind of prepare myself and try to see how fast I can make a bunch of items, because I want to do an art market this year, and I need to see how quickly I can make items in order to do an art market. And I will be filming, like if I am able to get a market, I will be filming my experiences, my setup at the market. Like I want to make like a whole video series about doing a market for the first time. But to be able to apply for markets, you have to have pictures of your setup. And I don't have a setup. I literally don't have any signs. I have the tables, but so I need to make a bunch of stuff, and I need to set them up on the tables, and I need to display everything like I would display it on an art market, and then take pictures and use those pictures to apply to different markets that are happening this year. But the only thing is that I don't know when my hand surgery is. So I don't want to apply for any type of art markets until I know my surgery is done. So I may not be doing one until like the end of the summer or early fall, but I really, really, really want to do one because I feel like it'll be really fun. I also need to look into like the business side of it. Like, do I need to apply for a business license to sell in person? I know I'm gonna have to do sales, like Georgia sales tax if I'm selling in person, but I don't know, since I'm selling through Etsy in person, if I have to apply for a business license, if I have to apply for, I don't know if I have to do any of that. I need to do more research, and I don't want to do anything illegal on accident. So if anybody has any advice who's done it, like let me know, but I don't know the business side of it, since I will still be selling through Etsy. I don't know. Yeah, that's why like I want to apply for markets that'll be like at the end of summer, but I'm also trying to find small ones. And a lot of you guys on Instagram gave me recommendations to look on Facebook. Like if you go type in like for example like Georgia art markets, there's like a bunch of different pages on Facebook that you can join, and like vendors and people will post like the different markets that are happening. And I've been able to find a couple small ones that are only like $45 to apply instead of like $400. And those are the ones that I want to apply for. Claudie, get down. Get down. Get down. Thank you. Jesus. So I found some, but I know the best time to apply for markets is definitely like summertime, obviously, because people like have time to go like do things during the summertime. My grandpa makes art and sells in person at the festivals. People only need license to sell food. That's what I thought too. And And if I just sell through Etsy, I believe it's just considered being like self-employed and you would just have to pay taxes that way. But every state is different, so I really need to like research. I know I need to like apply Georgia's state tax for sure, but yeah, I'm just chilling here. I got my little fireplace turned on. You can't really see because the dog food is right there, but I got my little fireplace turned on. And we're just gonna chill and crochet. I'm gonna show you guys the things that I'm making right now. So right now for my shop launch, I'm gonna try to make like some accessories and stuff. Oh, also guys, I filmed a crochet tutorial, a beginner tutorial. Sorry, I just ate spaghetti. Like I just rushed and ate some spaghetti so I wasn't hungry. And now my acid reflux is really bad. So I have to like I've also been sick this week too. I don't know if you guys can hear. I've been having really bad nosebleeds. Like every single day I have a nosebleed. I don't know why. And my throat hurts really bad. So, excuse me, my throat is really hurting. Yes, and when I do in-person markets, I will like announce where I will be selling at. For if any of you guys are local and you want to come visit me. It also kind of scares me to sell in person too because there are some weirdos out there, so hopefully I don't deal with that, but you know. I already know how to sew on a sewing machine and hand sew. I just don't prefer doing it. I find it very annoying. But anyway, what I was saying is I made a beginner crochet tutorial. I filmed it 2 days ago and it will be out probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. So if you're a beginner crocheter, there's a tutorial coming out on how to crochet a flower bookmark. I feel like I did really well, like going slow. And that tutorial uses every single beginner crochet stitch. So if you're a beginner, you still need to know the basics on how to do every single beginner stitch. So like a slip stitch, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and a triple crochet. I do show how to do it in the video, but I don't go completely slow like every single time. So the tutorial will be for beginners, but it's going to be for beginners who know how to do the beginner stitches. Because I don't want the beginners in my comments being like, this is too hard. Well, then it's just not for you, you know? Because I already discussed this in my last live stream about how like beginners are very entitled. So hopefully it performs well and I don't get too many complaints, because the reason I haven't done too many tutorials is because I don't like dealing with people in the comments complaining about how they can't do it, because that's not really my problem. Like, I don't want to sound like a bitch, but like it's really not my problem. Like, I'm just trying to show you how to do something for free, like please. Trying to move all my yarn out of the way. Okay, this is what I'm making right now. I'm making a pink one. I posted a picture of it on my Finsta, but not on my regular Instagram yet, but I'm gonna make a bunch of these frog bandanas. I'm making all of the base parts first, so this is the bandana, but I have these little frog eyes, which I haven't finished yet. I do put the like felt eyes on them, but they're like little frog bandanas. Obviously, like, it's gonna be like a bandana or whatever. But I'm making them in a bunch of different colors. So I finished the green one. And I'm just gonna finish all the bases first, like the base of the bandana, and then at the same time, I'm gonna cut out and sew and glue all of the eyes on afterwards. But I'm going to do a bunch of different colors. I have a link to this pattern in the description box, so if you guys want to buy it, this was not my idea. I bought this pattern from somebody, but I made a green, And now I'm making a pink, baby pink. And then I'm gonna be making a purple and an orange and maybe like a brown. I was just gonna make like 5 or 6 different colors and then sell them for like $30. Because I can make it fairly quickly. So yeah, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable price. It usually takes like an hour or two to make one. I am getting faster at it though. I'm also not going to be blocking them before I sell them because everybody likes their crochet different. So if you guys purchase one and you want it to be a little bit more like flowy, then you can just spray it with water. Then it'll like be more of a flowy bandana, but I like when my bandanas are like pretty stiff. I don't really block stuff that's like being sold on Etsy anyway, so. Unless it's like a bag and then I'm like just blocking the squares. But for my Etsy shop launch, I want to make a bunch of these bandanas. I want to make at least one of those strawberry bags that I made for my grandma. But I want to make them in like different designs too. So I got some fabric from Joann's. Well, I haven't bought it yet, but it's in my cart. And I bought some like blueberry fabric, orange fabric, lemon fabric, cherries. And I'm going to try to make like just a line of different bags with different fruits. So I'm gonna have like fruit bags that are gonna have like lining and everything in them. Those are probably gonna be sold for around like 150 because they have like the fabric in them and everything too. I do want to try and make more sleeves. So like iPad sleeves, Kindle sleeves, stuff like that. But I also would like to make more scrunchies because I have a lot of different patterns available right now to purchase, but I just want to make some new stuff for the new year because I've had the same couple items in my shop for a while now. And I want to make some new things, so yeah, new relaunch is coming. And I also want to make more dolls, of course. The dolls take the longest though, so. Oh, these glasses are so cute, but they fall off my face. Let me actually read these comments. Sorry, I haven't read all the comments. We don't get hurricanes here in Georgia. We get the after effects of hurricanes, but we don't get hurricanes. Like, we just get the rain from it, which does, you know, we get flooding. $40 each for that's pretty nice. If it's those like cow amigurumis that are like everybody makes with like the polyester yarn, then $40 is really good for those. I don't think my sister would like a sweater like that. Also, like respectfully, I'm not going to waste my yarn on making things for my sister. Sorry. Like, if I'm just being honest. Okay. I need to pull up the pattern so I can remember. I think I pretty much have it memorized at this point, but I always feel like I mess up somewhere and then I'm like, why didn't I just look at the pattern to see? Okay. Yeah, okay. I was doing it right. Maybe I should put a picture on the screen of what I'm making. Show people who come in know. One moment. Okay, let's see if I can add a picture. Okay, okay. This is what I'm making. Can I? Yeah. This is what I'm making. Okay. I have on the screen what I'm making so people aren't confused. Hi, Hayden. Yeah, so you're using like polyester blanket yarn, yeah. Those are kind of just the plushies that like most people at markets make and stuff. But selling those for 40 is pretty good because I feel like those work up very fast. These glasses specifically are the only ones that fall off my face because they don't have any grips on them. And they're just like plastic. They're very cute though. They're the, when Glasses USA did that collab with the Sea Life company or whatever, these are the box turtle glasses and I really love them. But they just don't stay on my face. I do want to do more ASMR videos, especially now that I put some nails on. I probably should film one. It's just, you know, those videos barely get any views. So it's not really a priority for me when I'm like so tired from working, you know? But yes, I do want to make some more ASMR videos, but I pretty much only do them when I put nails on. So I put nails on so I could film my e-reader unboxing this morning. I actually really like these nails. I like just black. These are like, I think, coffin? I really love this chair that I got for Christmas. My only issue is that it doesn't have much back support. So I have to put this pillow behind me or my back hurts. I feel like get this more that way. There. I do get a bit overstimulated with the feeling of the yarn hitting my nails though, like it actually kind of makes me want to die, but I'm trying to ignore it. What book am I reading next? Okay, so I need to talk about this book. Okay. I just finished, wait, I need to show it to you guys. My hands are like frozen right now. I wish I had a little heater for my desk or something. Let me just whip out my new beautiful e-reader. I'm so glad they sent me a case too. It's very nice of them. Okay. Let me just whip out my beautiful case here. I'm reading a book right now, but I'll show you guys the first one. I'm pretty sure that this is a popular book talk book, so I was annoyed that I really ate it up, but I really ate it up. Okay. This book right here. The Predator by Runix. I think that's how you say the author's name. Five stars. 5 stars. I read this in 24 hours. Like, I stayed up till... I started reading it at like 11 p.m. and then I stayed up till like 4 a.m. reading. And then the next day, I slept for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I woke up and continued reading and finished the book. Like, you guys know I love slow burn. I will not read a romance book unless it's slow burn. I hate insta love. I hate it. Like, it actually makes me angry. This is like beautiful slow burn. It's also like a mafia romance, but it's not even really a romance. It is, but it's not, because it's so slow burn that like I'm reading the second book and they're still not together. Thank you. It's enemies to lovers, but they're almost lovers. They're not even lovers. I can't really say much without spoiling it, but like I saw a lot of complaints in the reviews about how they didn't like how the main guy character was a very silent guy. But that's the opposite for me. I absolutely loved that his POV was not in this book at all. One thing that takes me out of romance books sometimes, especially if it's not written well, is I love the mystery of the mysterious character. I don't want to be in his POV. I don't want to know what he's thinking at all, ever. I want to just be in the same point of view as the main girl character, not knowing anything about this man. All right? I don't want to know what he's thinking. I don't want to know anything about him. I just want to... The entire book is in the girl main character's perspective, so we never know what the man is thinking. And I love that. It makes it more slow burn. It makes it more fun. I don't want to be in his mind. I don't care. I don't care. I want to be in her mind. And she was a badass too. I'll say the preface of the story real quick. I know this is my reading channel, but I need to talk about it. Girl main character is the daughter of a big mafia leader, right? So there's these mafia families, as they are, and she is the daughter of one of the dudes, and he sucks. He's a terrible father. He doesn't even want her alive, but like, you know, mafia and family and all of that stuff. So his wife is gone. She's just stuck like as a prisoner, being like his daughter basically, but she's incredibly smart. She went to school for like IT and coding and stuff like that. So she's incredibly smart when it comes to computers and coding. And she is just a badass. Like, her personality is great. Like, the way she comes back at people, she's a very strong woman. And I love that. I love it. I love strong, like, women main characters. And basically she's dating this guy, and her and this guy, they figure out these like codes that basically expose all of the like mafia families around. So she could basically just destroy everybody with these codes, because like she figured out all of these secret things that all of these mafia families are doing, and she could just expose them and ruin all of their lives, and everybody can die basically. The codes get stolen by her ex-boyfriend because he's a POS. Her ex-boyfriend takes those codes and gives them to the enemy. So, but she thinks that he gives the codes to the enemy, but he didn't. So nobody knows where these codes are because ex-boyfriend dies. All right, that's not even a spoiler. It happens like immediately, okay? They kill him. So she has to team up with the enemy. She has to team up with the enemy mafia group and figure out where the codes are, how to get the codes back. And it's so good. Like, he hates her ass. Like, he actually hates her. And she hates him. And it's actual, like, enemies. They do not like each other. And the main guy character is known as, like, the most evil, like, a mafia member around. So he is known as like the Predator. Like, that's his name in all of these mafia groups. Nobody like messes with him. He's incredibly scary. He does not really speak much. Nobody really knows anything about him. And he hates her. And he barely speaks. But when he does speak and when he like shows his face, like, the author does a really good job at just like writing pure tension. Like, there was no dialogue at a majority of the parts between them, but the way she wrote how they touch each other and how they look at each other and how he reacts to things, like, she does so well at just describing that I could still feel the tension between the characters when there's no dialogue. And that's a good author to me. So yeah, she basically has to team up with him, and I can't say any more than that because it'll be a spoiler. But she is a badass. She's incredibly smart. Read it. It's on Kindle Unlimited. But I'm reading the second book right now because I finished the first book and I was like, this can't, like, I need the next one. And thankfully, I went to go look for the next one and there were 6 books in the series. I was like, yes! Like, I was so happy. There are 6 books in the series. So I am eating it up. And I also realized that the author is the same author of Gothicana. And I have not read Gothicana. I know that one is really popular on Book Talk as well. So I may be reading Gothicana because I'm loving this book series so far. It's really, really good. Also, the side characters slay too, so. I'm only 25% into the second book, but that one is really good too. Yeah, people keep asking me to get the Kobo e-readers, but all of my books that I read are on Kindle. Like, all of them. All of my books are on Kindle and Kindle Unlimited, so it would just be a waste of money for me to get Kobo because I don't use Kobo books. So they do look really beautiful, but it would just be a waste of money for me. Have you read Her Soul to Take? I don't think so. That's the one that has like the weird like goat deer head guy on the cover like holding her, right? Yes, my boyfriend is Korean. Nothing happened to my bearded dragon. Why do you comment on all of my videos and on my live streams asking me what happened to my bearded dragon? Nothing happened. He's literally alive and he's in the other room. And I literally responded and told you that, and then you keep asking me what happened to him. Nothing happened to him. Why are you asking questions about my ex-boyfriend? Okay, you're fucking weird. Yeah, you're getting kicked. So fucking weird. And no, he wasn't Korean. Why does that even matter? Like, why are you asking the ethnicity of my boyfriends? It's weird. Yes, the snow is melting. The sun actually just came out like an hour or 2 ago. And, it's melting. It's melting. So, by tomorrow morning, it will probably be all gone, which I am a little sad about because I think the snow is like really beautiful. Hi, Sam. I've really tried to get into like pure thriller books, and I do like thrillers, but sometimes thrillers, like, a lot of thrillers are just kind of like copy pastes of each other. I don't like in a thriller when I can guess the ending. In almost every single thriller I've read, I can guess the ending pretty much immediately. So sometimes that is just kind of annoying to me. So I don't really read them that often. Mochi loved the snow for like the beginning of yesterday when it was actual snow, like fluffy snow. But then as soon as it started turning into ice, Mochi did not like it. Because he was like, his body wasn't heavy enough to break the ice. So he was like sliding around and falling outside, the poor little guy. But he really did enjoy the snow for like the first 20 minutes and then he was like, okay, I'm done. Oh my god, okay, you're getting blocked. Like, I just answered the question! I can't. This is why I don't make pet content. This is why I don't make pet content. I can't. Dobby hates the snow. Like, she hates it. I have to pick her up and force her and walk her out into the yard and force her to go to the bathroom. Because yesterday she pissed on the floor because she didn't want to go outside. And I was like, no, that's not what we're about to do. I don't know. There's a couple of people that will just come in and like comment the same thing on every single video, like over and over again. And like, I don't know if it's a troll or someone who's just like is stupid. It's kind of crazy though, like, I'm in Georgia and we're getting snow, which is like, we never get snow. And then like the other side of the country is like on fire. So it's like crazy, right? Like we never get snow and then they're on fire. And it's like, what? The complete difference of what's happening right now in the country is insane. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't have a tarp, and it also snows like once every 10 years, so like there's no point of me really doing that. If snow was like a consistent thing here, then yes, I would do that, but like there's no point, really. I'm not gonna lie, I have not listened to music much in the past year or two. There haven't been any new artists that I really enjoy. A lot of music is just like even K-pop. A lot of K-pop music all just kind of sounds the same now. I'm just getting like very frustrated with like how bored I am with content. Like when it comes to watching YouTube, when it comes to watching TikTok, music, movies, TV shows, like I'm getting bored of like the same content. Like I don't know how to explain it. I'm just like, I find myself getting frustrated because I'm not enjoying anything. And I don't know why. Yeah, if any of you guys are able to, like, definitely look at the resources for people in California if you can afford to donate. They need a lot of help right now. I mean, like, thousands of people have lost their livelihoods. Like, I can't even imagine the devastation that they feel. And they need help. So, if you're able to. I have used the Red Heart Granny Square yarn and I hate it. Yeah, the charm of K-pop back in like 2016, 2017 is just never gonna get that feeling again. Like the feeling that I had listening to BTS for the first time, I feel like that's just never gonna happen again. Like, it's like K-pop became so popular, like worldwide, that they're all just kind of making the same type of music to appease like everyone. And yeah, because like BTS is old music versus BTS is new music. Like I don't really fuck with their new music that much, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite brand of yarn is Red Heart. I love Red Heart Super Saber. I just don't like the Granny Square yarn because nobody crochets the same, right? Like everybody's tension is a little bit different. Everybody works yarn a different way, and with the Red Heart yarn, like I've watched so many videos and I've tried myself trying to change my tension, trying to change the size of things just to make the perfect granny square with that yarn, and it's almost impossible. Like, it was a good concept. I just don't think that it was like, that it's executed very well, but people must be buying it because they keep making new colors. And I think the colors that they're making are beautiful, but I'd rather just do color changes myself than have to, like, be annoyed by the the granny square yarn. Yeah. Yeah, I sold a lot of my, like, K-pop stuff. Like, I have most of the CDs still just because I like to listen to the CDs on my CD player. But, like, I gave my sister most of my photo cards, and I sold, like, the expensive BTS items I had. So I had some, like, rare concert DVDs and stuff that, like, I'm not gonna watch. And I made, like, $150 on, like, one DVD. Also, apparently I had a rare ATEEZ album. I didn't know I had a rare ATEEZ album. It was just the one that I bought at the time. I didn't sell that, though. I gave that to my boss, because my boss is, like, a big ATEEZ fan. So I gave her that, and I gave her the photo cards and stuff, not knowing that they were worth a lot of money. So I could have sold them, but, like, I'd rather her just enjoy them anyway, so it's fine. I'm gonna turn the heat up in my house. I'm cold. My hands are, like, actually frozen right now. I don't know if people have lost their homes in Canada, but people have definitely lost their homes. I don't know if you mean in Canada, but... My favorite thing to crochet. My favorite thing to crochet is definitely dolls. Oh, I had my heat at 67. That's probably why I was cold. Because I was sweating when I was sleeping last night, so I turned the heat down to 67. I'm gonna turn it to 69. I feel like 69 is, like, the perfect temp for, like, summer and winter, so let's turn that heat up a little bit. I'm a little cold. But yeah, my favorite thing to crochet is definitely dolls, but the only thing I don't like about crocheting dolls is just how long it takes me to make one of them. But the satisfaction I feel when I finish them is unreal, so yeah. I don't know, it's so weird because I made so many things last year, but, like, I don't even remember, like, all the things that I made because, like, I was still doing my Patreon subscription box last year, so I was making like 30 to 40 items a month for my Patreon members. So I was making a lot of stuff. And then I hurt myself, so I was out of crocheting for like 4 or 5 months, I think. Because I hurt myself in April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, I think I tried to crochet again in like August or September. but I still made a lot of stuff last year. I wanted to, like, people are doing those videos, like, everything that I made in 2024. First of all, everything that I've made in 2024, I don't even have because I've sold them. Like, I could try to keep track of everything that I made this year to make that video maybe next year. But, like, I probably made... let's see how many orders I had on Etsy last year. I don't remember. Let's look at last year. I had 65 orders last year. A large percentage of those orders were definitely just digital patterns, so I don't count all of them, of course. But I wonder if it tells me. Okay, I made 52 scrunchies last year. 52 scrunchies. That's a lot of scrunchies. And this is just my Etsy. This doesn't count the, like, January, February, March. So, oh my god. I made about 105 items just for my Patreon subscription box last year within the first 3 months of the year. So I made a lot of stuff last year. My top selling thing was my scrunchies. My next top selling item was my crochet hookbook digital pattern. I've sold 14 of those, and that's just passive income, so I'm pretty happy with that. I've made $70 on that pattern in the past year, so that's pretty good. And then my Kindle Paperwhite sleeve, I only had 2 orders for those, but yeah, my scrunchies and my hookbook pattern are like my 2 highest selling things. I pretty much only have digital patterns up for sale right now. So let me make sure I have enough things in stock. I need to restock my hookbook pattern because I only have 3 left. So let's change the quantity to 20, shall we? Okay. I've sold 4 of the Wednesday Addams pattern. Honestly, I made the pattern $8 because I worked so hard on it, but I feel like nobody's buying it. So I'm like, should I lower the price? But like, I don't really want to lower the price. I spent weeks making that pattern. My boyfriend really liked his Christmas gifts, I think. You still make and sell finished hookbooks? No, I actually never sold hookbooks. I just made that one for the pattern, and then I just sold the pattern. Once this giveaway hits 200, I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away that hookbook. And I mean, if enough people want to buy a finished hookbook, then I can start selling them, but they take a really long time to make. So they're going to be expensive, and I just don't know if people would want to buy that. Because I've thought about making my own hookbooks and then also selling like wholesale crochet hooks inside of them with the stitch markers and everything to have like a complete beginner kit. But I mean, I'd probably sell for about $100, so I don't know if a beginner would want to spend that. And I don't know if I would want to do that, so. Because I've had this hookbook sitting here since I made it last year, and I still love it. Like, I want to use it for myself, but I wanted to do the giveaway, so. But yeah, I would love to be able to do, like, full... I sell all of the crochet hooks with the stitch markers, and the needles are in here. Like, I would love to sell these, but, like, this took so long to make. because it's all just half double crochets. I feel like I could probably easily make this with the knitting machine, but knit is not as strong as crochet. If I made crochet hookbook out of the knitting machine. Because then I could just make panels very quickly. Maybe I should try that just to see. Do some tests with my knit machine. It might not be sturdy enough though. I don't have my pillow. Don't have my pillow. Want me to get the pillow? Oh, I know what they want. They want dinner. I have to feed them dinner at like 3:30 or 4, or they just sit and stare at me until I feed them. He's probably cold. Why her eyes look so red? Why are you shaking? Huh? Shaking. Alright, let me feed them. You guys can see me feed them. I put the links to the videos I watched in the description box of the video. I don't feel comfortable doing a video with tips right now just because I've only made one item, so I don't feel like I'm qualified for that. But like, there are so many Centro tutorials. I didn't realize how many there were. So if you're having an issue with certain things, you could literally just type it into YouTube and you'll probably find a video to fix your issue. I need to move the trash can to a different place in the kitchen because the trash can's like right on the other side of this wall. Not even really a wall, just on the other side of this gate. And even if there's like barely any food in the trash can, my nose is so strong I can smell it and it makes me feel sick. Like the rest of the spaghetti that I didn't eat, I dumped into the trash can before I started the live stream, and now all I can smell is spaghetti and it makes me want to throw up. Are you gonna sell any of your clay trinket trays? Probably not. Unless I got better at it. I don't feel like they're good enough to sell.
Excuse you, sir. Is burped.
Yeah, I mean, they're cute, but like on camera, y'all can't see like the imperfections of them or like how they feel at the bottom or how they weren't perfectly smooth because like, yeah, you'd have to package it very carefully. So you'd have to be dealing with the anxiety of like, is this going to break sending to these people? Or somebody could like break it while they're opening it and then blame shipping and then you would have to refund them.
Stop.
So there's that. And also, I'm not trying to get bad reviews, and I just know that like somebody will purchase a clay item and then be like, this one part of it wasn't very smooth and it doesn't look very professional, and then I would get a bad review and then it would just ruin my Etsy. So that's why I don't want to sell an item of mine unless I know that it's going to be almost perfect, because like I don't want negative reviews. Because one star review on your Etsy tanks your shop so much. And then Etsy doesn't push out your items too if you have negative reviews. So yeah. Like, I don't think I even have... Let me see what my lowest review is on my Etsy. Like, obviously, people are allowed to leave reviews. I have left reviews on Etsy before. But if it's a pattern that I, like, did not feel like was written well, I'll still give them 4 stars, but I'll put in the comments, like, I don't feel like that this was, like, written very well. Like, there have been some patterns... And there have been some patterns that I have bought that I just don't like, but I don't leave a review because I don't want to ruin their business. But there are some patterns I bought that are genuinely like misspelled. The pictures are really blurry. Like, it's not a good pattern, right? Those are the only ones that, but I'll still do 4 stars because I want to like ruin their small business, right? Let me see. Average view rating. My average view rating, what is it? Let me see. I have 783 sales. I don't know how to... Okay, what I'm trying to say is if I had a problem with somebody's item that I bought from on Etsy, I would message them privately first to tell them what my issue is and see if they can help me. And then if they have bad customer service, that's when I feel like it's appropriate to leave a negative review. Because like these are people's livelihoods, right? So just because like you're upset with this one little thing, that doesn't give you the right to like destroy their small business by giving them such negative reviews when they can have the opportunity to fix it. I also hate buyers that will escalate their issues through Etsy customer service. If you open, okay, if you guys didn't know this, if you open a case towards a small business on Etsy, through Etsy, and you open a case with them, if that person does not refund you or send you a new item, Etsy will take down their shop completely. Like, there have been buyers that will, like, falsely accuse small businesses of things to get their money back. And, like, small businesses have been taken down from Etsy from people like that. It's crazy. Like, Etsy always takes the buyer, even if there's proof that the buyer is wrong. That's why in my shop policies, I have cancellations are not accepted unless you contact me within a couple hours of your purchase, then I can refund you if needed. I also have that I do no returns, I do no exchanges on any of my items in my shop. No returns, no exchanges, final sale. So if somebody tries to be like, I want to return this, then I can be like, here are my shop policies, and it's written out that my shop policies are that I don't do any returns, because no ma'am. I don't know where to find I don't know how to look at like my lowest rating. Doesn't even seem like it's an option. All time. Let's see. Let's see how much money I've made of all time. Okay, since I made my Etsy shop, well, since I started selling, okay, I made my Etsy shop back in 2014. And then I started selling in 2018. So from 2018 to 2024, I have made $4,025. That's it. 4,000 since 2018. That's a very long time. 2020 was my best year. That's when I was making stickers and stuff. So I made a majority of my income in 2020. I think I made like $2,000 or $3,000 just that year, which is pretty good. Okay, let's go. Okay, it just takes me to my review. So I don't know what my lowest review is because it doesn't let me organize that way. But I think my lowest review is like 4 stars. There was somebody that left a review in August saying that one of my patterns wasn't beginner friendly, but they still gave me 4 stars. And then and Etsy lets you respond publicly to reviews now. So I asked them like, hey, please message me and let me know why you think that this wasn't beginner friendly so I can fix it. And then I never got a message or anything. So they don't have to, but I mean, even that was still 4 stars, which 4 stars is fine. Like, that's not even a bad review, so. Like, I think all of, like, the lowest reviews I have are 4 stars, and I feel like that's still not even really that bad. But, I mean, of course, I still strive for 5, because I feel like 4 is still not good for me. But I'm going all the way back to, like, 2021. Yeah, all of these reviews are from 2020. Dang, I was really like... Y'all bought some ugly ass art prints. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my art back then... Shout out to y'all, because some of this art is just ugly as hell. Like, I feel like my art has definitely progressed since in the past 4 years, because these are ugly, bro. Okay, out of like my 280 reviews, I have only 1 4-star rating. So that's almost perfect. Woo! Yay! Hello, Crochet Treasures. Yeah, people will, I've seen a lot of small businesses unfortunately have to go through chargebacks, and that's why I stopped using PayPal. I believe I don't allow people to use PayPal to purchase from my shop. I know I didn't when I had a website. When I had a website, I did not allow people to use PayPal, because people will use PayPal, they will get the item, and then they will do a chargeback on their card through PayPal, and PayPal will always give it to them. So then you're out of money, you're out of an item, and they just get the item for free. It happens all the time, guys. If you are a small business, keep that in mind. It happens a lot. People suck. There are scammers out there. I don't even know how to see I don't remember what Etsy does, but when I had a website and I sold through my website, I did not allow people to pay with PayPal. I had it set where people could only pay through debit card or like credit card. My favorite hair color. Honestly, it's not even a hair color. When my hair was like that silver blonde color, I really loved having silver hair. And that silver hair that I had was like a mistake. Like I got that hair color on accident. And to this day, like that is my favorite hair color. But it's a lot to maintain, so. Yeah, but I mean that's why I don't even do returns too, because I used to have the policy back in like 2020. I was like, okay, if you don't like your stickers, you can return them, but you have to pay to return them. And they would never want to do that. So I'm like, okay, well, that's my policy. You have to pay to return your item, especially if like you bought a big package. I'm not going to spend $30 on shipping for you to ship back a sticker or ship back some things that you don't like. So most people will be like, it's not even worth it. Apparently, as long as you haven't responded to the comment, you can talk with Etsy to get rid of the reviews that you feel are false. But if you respond to the comment, it's locked in. That's stupid. But here's my disclaimer. If anybody buys things from Etsy and you're not happy with your purchase, do not just leave a negative review immediately. You can message the business and see if they have a way to fix it. Like, there have been issues before where like my digital pattern won't download properly, or like it just downloaded poorly. And I've messaged the business and been like, hey, I think like the format of this pattern is like wrong. And they're like, oh yeah, it's not. And like, or they've spelled something, a couple things wrong, and I've messaged them being like, hey, like, love your pattern, but by the way, like, all of these things are spelled wrong. And they've been like, thank you, and then they fix it. And then I just leave a good review. Like, there have been Etsy owners who have like emailed me like updated patterns because they realized that the one I bought was just not good quality, and they've resent me their good one through my email. Like, because, like, when I have the money, I try to purchase patterns whenever I can. Like, there could be a free pattern on Pinterest, and I'll still go out of my way to, like, purchase a pattern from a small business because I would rather them get money. Thanks. I still have some of the stickers, too, which is funny. They're definitely a relic, but I don't think the only way I would make stickers with my art again is if I used a company to make the stickers. Like, I just send them my art and then they make the stickers. That's the only way that I would sell them again. And that's something that I would like to do for sure, because I do want to sell like digital art and stuff again, but yeah, I would use another company for sure.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay. The base is done. Well, the base is not complete. I gotta do got to do the straps. Okay, let's finish off. Okay, got the base. Now I need to do the outside base. Okay. Hi, Isabel. I really just want to read that book right now. Like, I wish I could just sit and listen to the audiobook while I'm on live, but then I'll get copyrighted. Like, the book is so good that I just, like, want to read it. That's what I'm gonna do when I get off my live stream. I'm literally just gonna sit and read on my new e-reader. And I'm probably gonna annotate more too. Like I should put this down more so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, I should have used the silicone mat. Wow. I'm actually dumb. I totally should have done that. I'll try that next time. I'm trying to think of what I want to make on my knitting machine. Next, like honestly, since making my first sweater, I have this like itch to start making a bunch of stuff. But I do need to like crochet because I want to make stuff for my shop, so I want to make a skirt, but there's a drawstring skirt tutorial on YouTube, but that's gonna be too short to wear to work. I want to crochet a skirt that I could wear to work, but I don't know, like that is really cute. I know you guys can't even see this. Look at this skirt somebody made. Oh. Look how cute that is. Made this skirt by doing 6 panels on the center of 48 pin and 6 decreasing panels of crochet. Next I want to try all in the center of stuff. Like, just made panels. And then did that. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, guys. Possibilities are endless. I have been seeing, since I joined the Centro Facebook pages, I have been seeing people have been buying like those like wooden bar stools and zip tying and attaching their Centros to the bottom of the bar stool and using the bar stool as like the table for their Centro machine, and it's honestly genius. So next time I find a little wooden bar stool at the thrift store, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to try to attach my Centro to it, because honestly, it was genius. It was genius. Honestly, I could probably find one on Facebook Marketplace for free. My mom, she's back home. She actually, so you know how, I think the other day, no, when I live streamed last time, she was still in the hospital. So basically, Wellstar sent her home way too early, in my opinion. Like, she still wasn't, like, much better. Wellstar was like, nah, you gotta go. Bye. Wellstar sent her home. She was fine for a couple hours, and then her blood pressure dropped again, like, deathly low. So my dad was like, no, we're going back. And he took her to Tanner instead of Wellstar. I personally have nothing but good experiences with Tanner. If my insurance covered Tanner doctors, then I would go to Tanner instead of Wellstar. My primary care doctor for most of my life was a Tanner doctor, and he was great. So I'm really sad that my new insurance is only Wellstar, because Wellstar sucks. But my dad took her to Tanner ER, and they were like, yeah, Wellstar sent you home way too early. Like, your vitals are not good. They weren't good enough for you to be sent home. And she spent the night at Tanner last night. So they went back to the hospital yesterday, and then they were like, "We need to keep you." So she stayed last night. Yeah, she stayed last night, and then my dad, or she stayed for 2 nights. Sorry, she was sent back. What is today? Today is Saturday, so she spent the night, Wednesday night and Thursday night, and then Friday they were like, she couldn't leave because the ice and the snow. Nobody could drive. So she had to stay Friday night, and then my dad picked her up today once the roads melted enough. So she's back home. But she's still sick. She has a really terrible immune system anyway. So it's probably gonna take her a while to be as good as she can be. So, yeah, hopefully, like, everything stays fine, but Tanner was like, yeah, Wellstar should not have sent you home. Hi, Eli. I made that. Now I'm gonna make the straps. Yeah, she reacted better to the flowers than I thought she would, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought she was gonna be like, oh, thanks, but she actually liked them, so. Honestly, I think I slayed on presents this year. Every single person who opened a handmade gift from me, like, really liked it. At least they seemed to really like it. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of, like, character and judge of, like, people's emotions, so they all seemed to really like it. My friend that I made the little ghosty for, she, let me see if I can find it. She sent me a picture of the little ghosty. She put the incense cone that I gave her a bunch of incense cones too. So she put the incense cone on it in the little fire. Because I gave her the little clay piece, and then I also gave her this like mixture of like love herbs, and I gave her some candles, and I also gave her incense cones. And then my other friend, I was gonna give, I finished her gift last week. I told my boss and my other friend, I was like, y'all aren't gonna get your Christmas gifts until after Christmas because I just could not finish them in time, and they were fine, they didn't care. I also have one more friend that I need to make a gift for too, but I told her that hers is probably just gonna be more of like a birthday gift, because she asked me if I could make her Eevee, like the Pokemon Eevee. And I definitely want to. I want to make more Pokemon, but that's going to take a lot. So I sent her a different gift until I can make her an Eevee, but yeah. But I made my other friend a froggy bandana. That's what triggered me to make these froggy bandanas, because I made one for her and I loved it. So I'm making a bunch of them now. And I also gave her a Woobles kit because Woobles sent me a bunch of these Sanrio crochet kits like probably a year ago. And I don't really like Woobles that much. Like I love their crochet hooks though. I think that they're very cute that they're all like special editions and stuff. But yeah, so I gave her the Hello Kitty Woobles kit because she loves Hello Kitty, and I just mainly gave it to her because of the Hello Kitty crochet hook that's inside the kit. And I also, they sent me like the Hello Kitty kit, the My Melody kit, and the Cinnamon Roll kit. And I don't really need all of them, so yeah, I'm giving her the Hello Kitty one. And then I'm gonna get my boyfriend, hopefully, my boyfriend said he was up to doing it, but my boyfriend, I asked him if he could do a video with me where he makes the cinnamon roll kit, like as a complete beginner, because it's hard for me to react to the Woobles kits because I've been crocheting for 15 years. So it's hard for me to judge whether it's beginner friendly or not because I am not a beginner. So I was like, hey boyfriend, you should do a video with me where you try to crochet cinnamon roll because my boyfriend loves cinnamon roll. And he was like, okay, we can do that. But neither of us have really had the time to film it, and obviously it's going to take some time for him to make it. So he's gonna do the cinnamon roll kit. I've started the My Melody one, and then I got tired of using the yarn because I didn't like the yarn, and then I just didn't finish it, but I do love the hook. I mean, I know that Woobles has helped so many people learn how to crochet, so this is me, like, really not trying to be a hater at all. I promise I'm not. Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong. I just feel like they're way too expensive. I also, I say this all the time, I'm sure you guys are tired of it. I personally, and I discuss this with my friend all the time, my two closest friends in real life, I have two really close friends in real life, and then I have two close friends who live out of state, so I have like 4 really good friends, which I'm happy about. My two closest friends in real life, they both crochet as well, so I can discuss these things with them, and we also just like crochet together and stuff, which is fun. But I always discuss this with my friends, and amigurumi, personally, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, I feel like amigurumi is not good for beginners. Personally. Now, I know a lot of people have learned from Woobles, so I guess if you're learning immediately from amigurumi, like you'll probably do really good at learning how to make flat pieces since you already know how to do amigurumi, but I personally don't think that amigurumi is good for beginners. But that's just me, I guess. Being old school, I suppose. Like, everything that I made as a beginner was like pot holders. I made a fuck ton of pot holders when I was a kid. So many pot holders, because it's just a square. So, like, my grandmother taught me how to crochet by making pot holders and blankets. And a scarf. I think I made a couple scarves when I was a kid. I wish I would have kept all of the projects that I made as a kid, but I threw them away. But it would be really wholesome and cute to still have, like, all of my childhood projects. But, like, as a kid, I didn't realize that I would grow up and become, like, an absolute demon in crocheting, so... Like, I didn't know that this would become, like, my biggest hobby, my biggest passion. Like, I did not know that crochet would become, like, my favorite thing to do of all time, so... Seeing Luna with Dobby and Mochi was so wholesome. Oh yeah, I was so happy. I spent the night at my parents' house on Christmas Eve, and I brought my dogs. Luna has spent the night at my house a couple of times, so she already knew my dogs. But she doesn't really, like, fuck with them, right? Like, she'll coexist with my dogs, but she acts like they don't exist, and she'll just literally just not act like they're there, which is better than attacking them, so I'll take it. But I was like, okay, let me bring the dogs to her territory. And I thought that she was going to be mean, but she was actually the opposite. Since she was in her territory completely, she was comfortable. So she was actually playing with my dogs. Her and Mochi were running around playing with each other. Mochi started playing with her toys, and she didn't get possessive and aggressive with him at all. And they would sit beside each other, and they were completely coexisting. No aggression or anything. So that makes me really happy because I can spend the night at my parents' house more and bring my dogs more because I don't have to worry about Luna being aggressive with them.
What you doing?
I love this ottoman under my desk because it's cozy, but also my cats like to lay on it too. So sometimes I go to put my feet out and then I accidentally like kick one of my cats in the head and I'm like, oops. Nice. Yeah, now Spectre's laying underneath the desk. Yeah, I really like this chair because I could sit crisscross, but it doesn't have, and it's very cushioned. Like the cushion's really nice, but it doesn't have back support really. I can crack my back on it though. Like remember as a kid when you were sitting in like the desk chairs and you could push your back all the way and it would crack your back? I can do that in this chair. Which honestly, if I'm having like my back hurts and I can just crack it real fast, it feels really nice. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, ma'am. What are you doing? Okay. Alright, this is happening. Oh, she's gonna scratch the shit out of me. Is this happening right now? You're really trying to climb onto me right now? Okay. Okay. No, we're gonna go back. Alright. There is I'm holding her up. She's so cute. I can't pet her though, because then she'll bite me. Like, this is what Spectre does. She's like the sweetest, cuddly little baby. She's so baby. But I can't pet her or touch her right now, because then she'll bite me. Like, she gets very overstimulated. Like, I could tell that she's overstimulated right now just by how she's, like, rubbing on me. Like, if I put my skin in front of her mouth right now, she will bite me, so. She's so sweet, though. Like, this is what she does at night. When I'm sleeping. But I can't, like, cuddle with her back. Because then she'll bite me. Like, I have bite marks on me from, I guess, from when I just, like, roll over onto her when I'm sleeping. I'm literally holding her whole lower body right now. We just shocked each other. That hurt. Well, how's the weather? It's break time, apparently. And my glasses are falling down my face, but I can't touch them because I'm holding her. Yeah, all of my cats have like drastically different personalities. Like, it's insane. Twyla, you can cuddle her, pick her up, throw her around, hold her, kiss her like crazy, pet her tummy. She will not bite you. She will not, like, she will allow anything to happen. Okay. You're heavy too. She's like 15 pounds too, so I'm just holding like pure meat. This girl is very cuddly, but like I said, on her own terms. And she loves to be pet and she loves to play, but you can't really touch her stomach. You can't really touch her at all without getting bit, so. And then Claudine is only cuddly at night. It's so weird. I call it baby bedtime, because she becomes like a baby at bedtime. So as soon as I like get out of the bath at night before bed, as soon as I open my bathroom door, she starts screaming like meow, 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 and she goes like crazy. And then she gets like super cuddly and starts like nursing the blanket, and she like just wants to be on me all night. But if I try to cuddle Claudine during the day, I can't even pet her during the day. She won't let me touch her. She's like, so she only enjoys baby bedtime, and then that's it. But Claudine doesn't bite or anything. Like, she's just baby. I actually have not played my Switch since like Christmas time or like Thanksgiving. I played it a little bit at the beginning of the month, but I've been too busy. I go through phases, right? Like where I hyperfixate on different hobbies at a time. I am always hyperfixating on crocheting, so that never changes, but I go through phases where I only want to read, or I only want to crochet, or I only want to play video games, or I only want to draw. So I just go through these different phases of crafting, and I'm not in my gaming phase right now, but I'm sure I'll be back in my gaming phase soon. It's 80 degrees in Hawaii. I actually like the weather right now, I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't gotten any new glasses in probably a year because I don't need any. As you guys know, like I used to be sponsored by Glasses USA like every month, so I have like probably 20 pairs of glasses. But I do love Glasses USA, and if I had to choose where to buy them, I would choose Glasses USA, so. These are from Glasses USA. These are the box turtle glasses. I don't know if they still do the collab with the sea turtles and stuff, but I wouldn't recommend them. They're very cute, but they don't stay on. They're very like, they're just plastic, so they slide off and there's no grip on them. So I don't wear them if I have to do a lot of physical activity because they're just gonna come off my face, so. I need to crochet, little one. Yeah. We can cuddle later. Oh my gosh, what is happening? All these babies want cuddles and I only have 2 arms. Cuddle babies. Baby cuddles. I'm sorry. She's purring so loud, like I don't even know if you guys can hear the purring, but. Why are you crying? Dude, this cat's going crazy. How do I get anything done when my cats are this cute? You're so baby. She's so baby. Like, she's like the cutest thing in the world. Yeah, all of my animals snuggle together, the cats, the dogs. Sometimes there's like a cuddle puddle where they're all just like laying against each other and it's just like one big blob of animals. They were all raised together, like I got all of them around the same time, so they were all puppies and kittens together, so they were literally like all raised as puppies and kittens, so. How do I feel about TikTok getting banned? I'm upset about it. I don't make any money from TikTok, but I do enjoy. Ow! Ow! She just bit the shit out of my hand. I told you guys. Ugh! Get away from me. No. Oh, fuck. And she just prances away. So will it affect me? No. It will not affect me like financially or anything, but I will be sad because I do watch TikTok like a lot. I also just really enjoy making content on TikTok, and you would have to kill me before I spend time sitting and watching Instagram Reels. I hate the way Instagram and YouTube set up their... She bit me so hard. I hate the way that their setup is on YouTube and Instagram. I think it's really ugly. So, yeah. Ferrets. Every ferret I've ever met has bit me. To be fair, it was because I was working at the vet, so they probably just didn't want to be there, but... They're very cute, though. Now my hand is like puffy. I told you guys she would bite me. I'm sweating now. This is why I hate having thyroid disease because I cannot regulate my body temperature ever. So like you guys, like an hour ago, I was like, oh, I'm freezing. My fingers are frozen. Like they were literally frozen. And then now I'm like, there's literally sweat going down my back for no reason, and I haven't even moved. Like, my armpits are sweating. Like, I cannot... My body temperature, like, I'm either freezing, and then, like, 10 minutes later, I'm sweating. Like, it's so annoying. I just need to go stand outside for, like, 5 minutes, and then I'll... I'll cool down. My sweat will turn into ice down my back. I mean, the snow is still, like, pretty prevalent outside, so... It's just the view of the snow that I love. I think it's so beautiful. Like, I wish I could just have white snow all the time, but, like, it not affect the roads and, like, you know, not be extremely cold all the time. Like, but the aesthetic of snow is just so beautiful because it makes everything, like, super bright. And, like, at nighttime last night, even though it was, like, 1, 2 in the morning, I could still see outside. Like, through my window, I could see my entire backyard. I could see the trees. I could see literally everything back there because it's so bright outside that, like, it looks like the sun is out just a little bit. And I really like that. I really liked that I could like completely see my yard and everything from my window, even though it was like the middle of the night. That's crazy. No, it's not time. You can go cuddle with Mochi. Go cuddle with Mochi. Chihuahuas act like if they can't touch your skin that they're gonna die. Yeah, I hate driving in general, so driving in the snow is like a hell no. Even though I have four-wheel drive, like I have a Jeep, I'm still not gonna choose to drive. I honestly was not expecting it to, did I do that right? I was not expecting it to snow at all, actually. When I woke up yesterday morning, I was like, okay, well, we're fine. I have weather. I have power. So I was like, okay. Open the back door, snow. And I was like, huh? And it was like 3 inches already, and it had just started like 2 hours beforehand. So I like quickly threw on my robe and my beanie and just put my like little Uggs on. And I was like, this is all I have. Like I couldn't even find any gloves or anything. I had one glove that I found. Do the same pattern. Wrong right there for some reason. What is happening? What are you doing? This chunky ass cat was trying to get into the washing machine. I was like, what the hell is that sound? It sounded like somebody was trying to come through my back door. Which like probably would be stupid of me to just go and try to rush my back door and see who's trying to come in, but I was just kind of hoping it was one of the cats, honestly. And it was. figure out. I think I was... No, leave me alone. You don't have to be touching me at all times. Give me a break. There we go. I forgot to put one right here, so it was uneven, but now we're good. Glad that I figured that out before I worked too hard. I'm so sad when it starts getting warmer because I can't make sweaters and stuff. Like, I guess I can, but I won't be able to wear them. So it's like, what do I make in the summer? I don't like the summer. Because I'm not allowed to wear like tank tops and stuff to work. So it's like, I don't want to make things that I can't wear to work because the only time I go out in public is when I'm at work. This pink color is really pretty. I think I really like this pink one. Shh. No barking. No. 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 Mochi! No! Dude, once they start, they don't stop. Like, it actually is so irritating. Stop! Mochi?
You're barking at nothing.
He literally barks at the wind chime outside. If he hears my wind chime on the front porch, he'll start barking. And then he won't stop, and then he triggers Dobby, and then she starts doing it, and then they're just both barking. No, I don't wear nails on my injured fingers. Not because they're bent or anything. It's because the nail beds of my injured fingers, they don't grow back like normal nail beds. Like the texture of my nail is different. See if I can show you. Like I don't know if you can see the texture of my nail bed, but it's like not normal. You could see a little bit better there. So I can't like stick a fake nail to it because first of all, it hurts. And second of all, it just won't like stick. And I don't want to like sand down a nail that's already like not healthy. So I just don't put them on those two. And honestly, it helps me hold my crochet better anyway, because when I've tried to put nails on them, it's just extremely uncomfortable. So I just don't wear them, and people like make comments about it, and I'm like, okay, well, like in real life, people are like, well, where'd your nails go? And I'm like, I have disabled hands, so I just don't wear them. I wish I could though, because I mean, I do feel a little stupid not having the two nails on. There's a little red cardinal that keeps flying by my window. The birds are really enjoying the snow. I don't really want to paint them either, though. I mean, I wear fake nails because I hate painting them, so I'm not gonna paint them. But even then, like the texture of my nail, like the paint will just look like lumpy and weird. Stop!
Stop it! Mochi!
Dogs suck, actually. You don't even know what you're barking at. That's what's annoying. It's like they're just barking to hear themselves. Like nothing happened. You're just barking for fun. I don't know if my fingers will be straight again. I can't tell the future. Yeah, dogs do drive me insane. They're just like a lot of work. Okay, Cats are so easy. Cats are so easy. Dogs, you like have to take out every couple hours, and you have to find like a kennel to take them to when you want to go out of town, or like it's kind of great. It's just like having a kid. I mean, obviously, like having a human child and then like a dog is not like the same, but it's the same responsibilities, right? Like since 2019, there has not been a morning where I've been able to sleep past 10 a.m. because my dogs wake me up at like 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. every single morning. So I have to get up every single morning and take them outside and feed them and put all of their needs before mine. And then my cats will just sleep in bed with me all day. And that's it. They go to the bathroom themselves. Like, cats are so easy. They're also quiet for the most part. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my dogs, but like once my dogs pass away, I will not be getting more. I also never wanted 2 dogs either. I love Dobby, and now that I have both of them, like, Mochi would probably be really sad if he didn't have a friend. So, I mean, them being together is a good thing, but I never wanted 2 dogs. Like, I went out of my way to get Mochi. Dobby just fell into my lap. So, I also never planned to have 2 dogs in my life, too. I only ever wanted 1 because they're expensive. And then Dobby was like, let me just run out in front of your car and then just be here. And then like her and Mochi just love each other. So I just couldn't give her up. I have finished the base of the pink one. Now I just need to make the eyes for the pink one, and then we'll have 2 bandanas done. So that's like $60. If I sell them for $30 each, $60 in sales. Well, probably more like $45 because Etsy takes all the fees and shit, but I'm also going to try to keep up with all of my sales this year. I was going to do it last year and then I hurt myself. So in a like Google Doc sheet, I'm going to try to keep up with all of my sales of the year because I really enjoy seeing small businesses, like their sales and stuff. I just really enjoy seeing people talk about business and stuff. Small businesses though, not big businesses. Cause I could care less about like fucking Walmart or something, but where is my needle? Where is my needle? There you are. Well, I mean, they're handmade. I'm not going to sell them for like 10. I mean, I've been live streaming for 2 hours and I'm not even done with it, so it takes me 2 to 3 hours to make 1 bandana. So if I give myself $15 an hour in revenue, then that's $30. So it takes me about 2 hours. 2 to 3, depending on how fast I can go. So if I give myself 2 hours at $15 an hour and I sell it for $30, then I'm making $15 an hour, which is still shit, but 15's pretty reasonable. So yeah, that's how my brain does it. And that's not even me counting the cost of materials, so whatever though. I try not to underprice my items, like, I see small businesses, like, fighting for their life on Etsy all the time because people are like, you're pricing your stuff way too high. And what I always say back to people who are complaining about my prices is, like, the price is too high for you. Just because you can't afford it, and just because, like, you don't want to pay for that, doesn't mean that, like, somebody else doesn't want to. Like, I had so many people be like, are you really selling your crochet doll for $500? Or $450 or whatever I sold it for? And I was like, yeah, I am. I spent weeks on this doll. She has tons of detail. She has her own written story. She has a birth certificate. She has, like, accessories, like, fully removable outfit. Yeah, I'm selling it for $450, which is honestly still pretty cheap. And you know what? Somebody bought it within 24 hours. So just because you think that it's not worth the price doesn't mean somebody else doesn't think the art is worth the price. So if people want to complain, then just say it's not for you. If you can't afford it, then it's not for you. Just like I can't afford, I don't know, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. It's not for me. I can't afford it. But somebody else would. I wouldn't. Okay. The base of the pink bandana. So cute, so cute. And it's gonna have the little... Now I just need to make the little eyes. So I'm gonna have pink ones, but... Okay. So let's make... the pink. Let's make it some pink eye. Pink eyes. We're gonna give some pink eyes in this bitch right now. Alright, now I need to get my 4mm, which is not a clover. I like using my clovers. So when I can't use a clover, I'm like... I need to get other size clover hooks, but... yeah, because like this just feels awkward to hold because the handle is so low. Like these are the ones I used to use, but now that I use this, like this handle is way too low for me. But it's fine, because I'm only making like a couple of rows to the eyes, so it's not a big deal. I know, it was pretty cheap, but like, I am also trying to take into account, like, see now I'm cold again. My hands are cold again. I hate having a chronic illness. Ugh! It's so irritating. What was I saying? I try to take into account, like, the economy, right? I want people to be able to afford my items. I really do. But unfocused. Focus. But I also want to not sell myself short and waste money and not make any money. So it's a hard thing. That's the thing though, like you'll tell someone, I spent 3 weeks making this item, and they're still like, okay, but it's still too expensive. And it's like, okay, well then you just don't get it. Or you just want to complain. Like some people just want to complain. Like I have seen amazing crochet items that I just wish that I could afford to purchase, and I would if I could, but I just can't. And that's not the artist's fault. I'm just like, oh, I hope whoever buys that enjoys it, you know? Yeah, I know the economy isn't my fault, but still. I tried to take that into account. Because I want people in any tax bracket to be able to... I say tax bracket, like $500 is like... and not the same tax bracket, but you know what I mean. Like, obviously, a millionaire would be able to afford my doll with like not even blinking an eye. So I don't, tax bracket's not the right word, but I want somebody to be able to buy like a $4 scrunchie, but I also want somebody who makes a little bit more money to be able to buy a doll. So I try to make stuff that's like in a bunch of different price ranges if they want to buy from me, if that makes sense. No, I haven't done any diamond art. I haven't felt like it, if I'm being honest. The way I shop small is just buying crochet patterns because that's what I can afford. But whenever I do make more money in my life where I can buy frivolous things, then I will definitely be buying more from small businesses because there's so many things I want to buy. Yes, I'll be selling these bandanas on Etsy. I don't have a date yet though because I'm making a bunch of stuff and then I'm gonna sell them all at the same time so people can go shopping. Okay, stitch markers are not my friend when I have nails. Thank you. I have crocheted clothes for my dogs before. I haven't lately though. I would like to make maybe something from my knitting machine for Dobby or something. But her skin is also really sensitive, so I would have to use like probably just pure 100% cotton to make her something. Because if I used acrylic, then she would get really itchy, so. And Mochi doesn't wear clothes because he has 3 coats of hair already. And I feel personally that dogs that have multiple coats of hair shouldn't be wearing clothes. Because they can overheat very easily. At least here in Georgia, they can overheat very easily. And also Mochi just hates things on him. Like he can't wear collars or harnesses or anything because he just pulls them right off. He does when we go for walks. If we go for walks, I'm surprised they didn't react to that word. Then he will keep the harness on, but if he's just chilling around the house, like my dogs don't wear harnesses or collars if we're just sitting in the house. So they're not used to them really. They are leash trained though, because I raised them in an apartment, so I did take them outside every day to go to the bathroom when I first got them, so they are leash trained and everything, but for the past 2-3 years, they've just been able to run outside and go to the bathroom with a little fence, so yeah. Biggest crochet project I've ever done. Oh, I have no idea. Like biggest as in like large big or like see, that's just a really hard question for me to answer. Like I said, I've been crocheting for so long that I don't even remember. I'm like trying to go back at all of my pictures from like, I mean, my Instagram is not even that old, so I don't know, because I don't really make big things. Like all the things that I typically make are pretty small. I mean, the strawberry purse that I made was pretty big. That took a long time. And then the dolls I make, like, those are big. But I don't know. I don't make blankets or anything like that, so. This sweater on the back of my chair. This is a big one. This is a pretty big project, I think. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Yeah, I guess my star blanket, but I haven't even finished my star blanket though, but I would have to say, then it would probably be my star blanket because, that's the biggest thing that I have made, like size-wise. But even then I have not finished my star blanket, so when I do finish it eventually, it will probably be like, I want to make it like a queen size blanket, so that'll be pretty big. But I just work on that when I have nothing else to do and I'm bored. So right now it's the size of like a toddler blanket. And it does keep my upper half pretty warm, so. Is this big enough?
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I don't really make blankets because they take so long to make, and I like, I really do like making quick projects. Because, I get demotivated very quickly. It's the frog eyes for the bandana. Okay, now I just gotta make one more. I'm gonna sew on all the eyes and stuff after. Like, I'm gonna make all of the pieces for every single bandana. I think I'm gonna make five bandanas in different colors. So, what's 30 times 5? 150. That still seems pretty cheap, but I'll make $150 from 5 bandanas if I sell them. This is just me working in my brain if they are sold. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could work them into the same piece, but... When you got your old apartment, did you move in knowing you were going to own dogs and cats? I knew I was gonna get a cat for sure. I really wasn't in a rush to get a dog. But Mochi was kind of like a rescue situation. And, I mean, he's like the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life, right? Like, how could I say no to the little fluff ball over there? And as a puppy, he was the cutest thing you've ever seen. Like, everyone loved him. Just the absolute cutest little guy. So, yeah, I was expecting to have animals. I always knew I would. I just didn't know when or how soon I would do it and stuff like that. But at the time, I was making like hella money. Because YouTube was like, I was making a lot of money from YouTube at the time. And then my rent at the time was only like $800 or something. My first apartment was like pretty cheap. This was before inflation got really bad. So my first apartment was only like $800. And all of my bills were like super cheap because like my water bill was like $10 or something, like hella cheap. My car was also paid off at the time too. So I didn't really have that many bills or anything, so I could afford to get them at the time. Because all my money pretty much just went to them. And I was also working part-time as a vet tech too. So I made more money in 2019 than I do now. That's why working an online job can be frustrating sometimes, because it's never going to be consistent, right? Like, you never know if you're consistently going to be doing better throughout the years. I really hope this year is good for me. My views are better. That's the thing that's actually frustrating the most for me, is like my views have never been better on this channel. Like, I get a decent amount of views. I get a decent amount of interactions and impressions on my videos. But YouTube just is not paying me as much as it used to, and I don't really know what the reason is for it. I don't think anybody does. Like, the past couple of years, they've changed just like the way that they pay people. So I used to make like $2,000 to $3,000 a month on this channel, and now I'm lucky if I hit 1,000. So, or no, I'm lucky if I hit like 1,500 usually. But it's doing better now. Like, I made with all of my channels, I try to be transparent about this because you guys are the reason that I'm making this money, so I really don't care talking about it really. But through all of my channels, my main channel, reading channel, and my doll channel, and my pet channel, I don't really make much money on my pet channel anymore since I stopped making videos, but I still get a couple hundred from there. But the paycheck that I am getting in 10 days is going to be $1,700, so still not enough to pay my rent. my rent is about $2,000 with my pet rent and everything. So that doesn't even pay my rent. So, let's see what my highest paycheck was last year. Previous year. The highest paycheck that I got in 2024 was in November, and I got $1,933. That's it. Keep in mind, guys, when I was making full content on my main channel and on my pet channel, I was making like $5,000-6,000 a month, and now I'm lucky to hit $2,000. So that was a shock to me, as you can like see how it was hard for me to you know, I went from a very drastically different monthly payment, but it's fine. So that's why I got a part-time job, just to be able to pay my bills, because I pretty much use my YouTube money to pay for most of my rent. And then I'm adding up all of my paychecks from last year to see how much I made. And then I use my part-time job to pay the rest of my bills. Yeah, so last year, I made $16,846,000. $16,000. Almost $17,000. That's it. And then I usually roughly make about $1,800 a month from my part-time job. So I make roughly about $20,000 a year from my part-time job. So roughly, like, and keep in mind, YouTube does not take out taxes. So before taxes, I make about $37,000 a year, but about $10,000 of that goes towards taxes. So I do have a lot of write-offs every single year, since I use my house and internet and everything as tax write-offs and stuff, but I make more money at my part-time job a year than I do on YouTube. So no, I don't pay quarterly taxes. I know you're supposed to, but I just can't afford it. But the reason I don't is because I make more money at my part-time job a year. So when I do my taxes, I actually get money back. So I don't really have to pay taxes too much anymore, because I don't even get paid enough with YouTube to have to pay too many taxes. Like I pay a small amount, but not a lot. I used to have to pay like $10,000-15,000 every tax season. I would have it in my savings. But yeah, so kind of crazy. I make more at my part-time job than I do on YouTube. People think that I make a lot, but I really don't. Yeah, I have a cheap house. I just got really lucky finding this one. The rent is like $1,750, but I do pay monthly for my deposit. And pet rent too, and then my water bill is included in my rent, and my trash and sewer is all included in my rent. So it's like $2,000 a month. I work a full-time job and do Etsy, and I still owe thousands in taxes. Do tax write-offs. I'm telling you guys, keep track of everything I have a tax person that has helped me with this because you do this every single time you buy something that you use for your shop. So say you're a crocheter. Any yarn that you buy that you use to sell, keep the receipts. Keep the receipts for everything that you buy that goes towards your small business. I record all of my videos in my house, so I use like the tax write-off. I write off like half of my rent. I write off my internet bills because I use the internet to make my videos and to live stream and to upload. Like, believe me, get a tax person too. A tax person can help you with all of this. Write-offs. And if you have proof of all of your write-offs and you have proof of you using these things for your business, you will not have to pay as much. Obviously, don't be scamming the IRS and stuff like that because they're going to come and get your ass. But like, keep track of everything that you purchase. If you buy like a $3,000 computer that you use for your business, use that computer to write off your taxes. It is an Anya hat in the photo, yeah. I'm not making the Anya hat, but I just thought it was cute, so I put it in the thumbnail. But yeah, this is a cheap house, but I don't live in the best area either. So, yeah, there's like shootings a lot, like right beside my house. So I don't live in the best area. Yeah, if you can't figure it out, I definitely recommend getting a professional to help, if possible. I don't use a professional now since I had a professional help me for a couple of years, and now that I like know, I just do it myself because it's just cheaper that way. But obviously don't write off like, I don't write off all of my rent, but I write off a majority of my rent because every single one of my videos is filmed in this house. So I basically, on TurboTax, it'll ask you like how much square footage is your house and how much square footage of your house do you use as like a studio? And then it will like calculate how much to write off on your taxes. I use TurboTax. I use the like the cheapest one. It's like $150 or something. I don't remember. It was a lot. It was over 100, but I used TurboTax just because I know the layout. I've been using TurboTax since I was like, I don't know, I've been paying taxes on my YouTube income since I was like 13 or 14 or something like that. So I've been using TurboTax for a long time, so it's just really easy for me to continue to use it because I understand it. I need to dye my hair. My roots are so bad. I was waiting to get my package from Arctic Fox, but I don't think it's gonna come on time because of the weather. Like, I had 2 Amazon packages that were supposed to come Monday, but I don't think they're gonna show up. boyfriend's calling me. That's okay, you don't have to talk. I'm not really talking much. I cannot text when I have nails on. Hi, Dee. You gonna be a cuddle baby right now? Did y'all see her paw? Yes, ma'am? She's gonna go on the ottoman. My favorite food is definitely, okay, it's really hard for me to choose because I go through hyperfixation. Respectfully, I'm not talking about my animals. I feel like I need to put a thing on my screen that says, please stop asking about my animals. My favorite food right now is wings from Wingstop. Of all time, probably just pizza. We love pizza. Chicken parm. Those are like my top three. Chicken parm, wings, chicken wings, and pizza. Very unhealthy choices, by the way. But those are my favorite food. And some days, honestly, just a good Caesar salad. A good Caesar salad. We love Caesar salad. Dude, their ranch. I love their ranch. It's so good. Their Hawaiian flavor. Every single time I go to Wingstop, I get 10-piece, bone-in, Hawaiian, with ranch, with fries, with extra fry seasoning, because their fry seasoning is so good. I love Wingstop. Like, truly. Is this big enough? Their fries are so good. There's another like small business, like family-owned business, that has really good wings too. But this is a first world problem, but they take a really long time to make their food on DoorDash, and usually when I order wings, it's because I'm hungry. Like, when I order from DoorDash, it's because I'm hungry as hell and I don't feel like making anything, or I don't have anything to make. So I'm really not trying to wait like an hour and a half to get the food. And Wingstop, they normally make it and I have it within like 30 minutes. So that's why I usually choose Wingstop over the family business, because I understand that they probably have less workers and stuff, but they take way too damn long to send me my food, and it's always cold once I get it. So I do prefer going in person and getting their wings and then ordering Wingstop just because I just get that quicker. Okay. Finish the eyeballs. Okay, I feel like I did an extra row. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did an extra row. Whee! Buttered noodles. We love that. That sounds good too. I don't know what I want for dinner. I really want Wingstop is what I want, but your girl don't have Wingstop money, so it's okay. I just don't feel like making anything. Like there's some nights where I'm like, I love cooking. I've cooked like every night for the past week, honestly. For the past 2 weeks, I've cooked. But sometimes your girl just wants some fast food, bro. Also, I would not order anything right now anyway because I do not want any of these DoorDashers out on the road right now. It is not safe. Okay. I finished the eyeballs for the pink one. So I have 2 bandanas done. The next color I am going to do is purple. I'm going to use Red Heart's Super Saver in Pale Plum. Very beautiful. Beautiful color. There's a gnat. I do not like Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, their chicken wraps are really good. I really enjoy their chicken wraps. But their wings, honestly, I might just make them again. I made my own boneless wings last night because I was also craving wings last night. Claudine just bit my foot because I didn't realize she was dead. It's me? I made my own boneless chicken wings last night. I took chicken nuggets, like frozen chicken nuggets, put them in the oven for like the 20 minutes that it says on the bag, right? Then in a bowl, I mixed barbecue sauce, ketchup, garlic, and honey together. Just because those are like my favorite things. I just mixed them together and made my own sauce with some pepper and some salt. And then once the chicken nuggets cooked, I poured the sauce into a frying pan and I heated up the sauce, and then I poured the nuggets into the sauce and I let the nuggets get like fried with the sauce, frying it, and I had some boneless chicken wings. And they tasted like boneless wings, and I dipped them in ranch and I ate them with some fries, some frozen fries that I made. So the Arby's fries that you can buy in a bag, like the frozen Arby's fries. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I made them with those. And I might make it again because I slayed that, honestly. Because I was like, I really want some wings. I don't have any. I do have some frozen chicken thighs right now that I could make some type of chicken dinner, but I don't really feel like figuring that out right now. So yeah, if you guys want to make your own boneless wings, you can do it with chicken nuggets. Because I mean, boneless wings are basically just chicken nuggets. Okay, let me count real quick. could own any dog breed, I would not choose any. Like I said earlier, I don't want any more dogs. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I might block these bandanas. Maybe just spray them with water though. I don't think I'm gonna steam them. Just to help with the curling. I mean, they're not really curling that much, but I don't know. I don't really like blocking things that I sell. Because everybody likes something different. My favorite thing to cook. I don't know if I responded to this. I've made so many things. I guess the thing that I usually make the most is like stir fry and noodles. I really like making stir fry and noodles. I really like making quesadillas. Ooh, honestly, I might make a quesadilla for dinner. I'm so sad because I had tortilla chips and I got them from Dollar Tree, and I went to go open the bag of the tortilla chips to eat with my quesadilla with my salsa. I was so excited. The bag expired 3 months ago. Open up the bag. Smelt like straight up poison. Like, I have smelt expired chips before. Those smelled so bad that I threw them away in the trash can, and I could smell the poisonous chips from the trash can from in there. Like, that's how strong they smelled. And I'm like, I feel like if I would have taken a bite of these, I would have died. Like, they were like pure poisonous chips. And I was so sad because I have all this salsa that I made, and I couldn't eat it because I didn't have any chips. So I had to throw away a brand new bag of chips because they were expired. Ugh, I was so sad. Hey. No ma'am. I'm not gonna chew my crochet hooks. I need to learn how to read crochet diagrams. That's actually one thing that I've never learned how to do. And yeah, I really need to learn how to read diagrams because I know like each symbol just means a different stitch. So I feel like once I could learn how to read a diagram, then I could really go crazy with the different things that I could make, because there are crochet patterns that are just diagrams only, and they look like a science or a math equation. Like, they look crazy. Like, this pattern has a diagram, so I'm trying to just look and compare the two, but I still don't really understand what I'm looking at. Diagrams are confusing, but that's how they like used to do it, right? Like, just diagrams only? I don't know.
Beanie, stop it! Stop! No!
It's so weird. Like, this yarn is like stretchier and softer. Even though this is Red Heart Super Saver, the pink that I just used was Super Saver. This is Super Saver. All of these yarns that I'm using are Super Savers, but each one feels different. Like, this is more flowy or whatever. Did you have to get like a thing to protect your finger? I have not I have not really diamond painted since hurting my fingers, if I'm being honest. I did a little when I did those coasters, but I have not fully diamond painted. Will it hurt my finger? Yes, it probably will. That's why I honestly haven't done it. That's why I have a hard time writing. Like, I have a hard time writing and holding pens and stuff because when I'm trying to write, I'll just use my new e-reader pen to show you guys. When I write, I hold my pens like this, and the pen is right on my scars. So I've tried to hold it differently, but then it's like hitting this scar right here, which the scar right here hurts more than anything. Like, if I hit the middle of like where my finger's bent right there, that hurts really bad. And then right here, if a pin touches right there, it hurts. So I have a really hard time figuring out how to hold, and I can't do this because I can't feel these fingers enough to really like hold it. So I write very awkwardly. Like, sometimes I will literally even hold it like this, so it's not even touching my upper finger at all, and write, because it hurts. So diamond painting is not the most comfortable craft for me. But that's why I have to have another surgery, because she's going to try to straighten my finger, and she's going to try to take out, I think she called it like an enema or something. Actually, I forgot the word. There's this word for, basically I have nerves inside of my scar tissue, and that's why my scars are really sensitive. So she's going to like remove that in my scar tissue to help with like the sensitivity and the pain of my scars, is what she said. So yeah. Hi. Yeah, I mean, it seems like I'd be able to learn it. Oh, she has the example right here. So like the double T is a double crochet, and then a circle is a chain, and a dot is a slip stitch. So looking at the diagram she made, I understand it. But those like really intricate ones, I don't think I would be able to. I think I would just have to memorize, you know, the different, the way each one looks, which I feel like wouldn't be too hard. But honestly, there's not too many patterns nowadays that are just diagram based, so. But for like older patterns, I would like to know how to read diagrams. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Georgie. Forgot that I took my glasses off. You have any tricks to find the center pole? I honestly just take the middle of the yarn and just yank it out and then find it. Yeah, though honestly, most diamond painting pins, they're just really hard, so they're just uncomfortable. What I would recommend doing is maybe wrapping it with like medical tape, like the when I was a vet, we called it vet wrap, but I don't know if that's the name of it. Because you use it for humans too. Let me see what the name of it is. Like the self-adhesive bandages Let me see if I can find the name for them. Self-adhesive bandage wrap. That's what I use on my fingers when I'm crocheting sometimes to cover up the scars. You can either wrap your fingers with the bandages while you're diamond painting to help with padding, or you could wrap the pin with the bandage to give you cushion. That's what I do with the pins that I use at work and stuff. I have my pins wrapped with bandage wrap to help with that, because that's what my physical therapist told me to do, and it works. So that is what I do. I think it's just personal preference. I personally prefer center pulling because when you pull it, it just comes out. Whereas like outer pulling, it like flips around and stuff. I personally think that people who do outer pulls are just absolute demons. Like, why would you choose that? But yeah, I think it's just a personal preference. I would never choose an outer pull over a center pull personally. My fingers are like not working right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. I like keep like dropping it. I'm not gonna lie, the past couple of weeks my fingers have definitely felt like really stiff. So I wish that my doctor's appointment was sooner, but the soonest that my hand doctor could get me in was February. I think it's February like 27th or something too. So it's like the very end of February. But whatever. It's fine. I think that it would probably be pretty hard for Diamond Art. I mean, they could sell one separately, but I feel like it'd be pretty hard for them to do that because they pre-package all of their kits. So if somebody was like, I want this pin instead of this pin, then it would be pretty hard for them to do like a quick shipping on things and stuff. But I feel like it would definitely be cool if they made one that you could buy, or if any company had one that you could buy, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I've just found the best method is to wrap pens and pencils and Diamond Art tools with self-adhesive bandage and just give it padding, and that's just the best way that I've been able to accommodate for my hand disability. But I know not everybody's the same, so it just depends. Unfortunately, when you have some type of, and I don't even like calling it a disability because like I'm obviously able to use my hands, so you know, it could be worse, but I do have issues with doing daily tasks sometimes. So I also like still have no feeling in my ring finger, so that's a disability because I literally can't feel my finger ever. So you know, people have it way worse than I do, but it is quite unfortunate that it's my dominant hand. And that's what my doctor said too. She was like, you know what, if this was like your non-dominant hand, then I wouldn't be like pushing for another surgery so hard because blah blah blah, whatever. But she was like, since it's your dominant hand and like you do all of your daily tasks with this hand and you do all of your like crochet stuff with this hand, she was like, I really feel like long term you need to do this surgery. But she was also like, this surgery is probably not going to fix, you know, everything. Like, I'm still going to have issues with my fingers sometimes, and I don't know though, it's not still injured, that's the thing. It is disabled, like, it's not injured anymore. There's nothing wrong with my hand. Like, physically, it's not broken anymore. It's reattached, like, it is a disability because it's going to affect me the rest of my life, so. But it also, the word disability feels a bit dramatic too, so. Just like when I was told that, like, it was funny because, you know, I got diagnosed with thyroid disease and I was like, okay, well, I have thyroid issues, whatever, that's fine. And then, but I didn't know it was called like a disease. So when I was doing my paperwork for my hand, you know, the question on the page was like, do you have any chronic illnesses? And thyroid disease was on the list. And I looked at my mom and I was like, it's called thyroid disease? I was like, it's called a disease? And she was like, yeah, like it's a chronic illness. And I was like, huh? Like, I didn't know that it was called like a disease because like the word disease feels so scary, right? I was like, huh? I was like, I didn't know that that was like the thing because my doctor didn't use that word when he like diagnosed me. He just said like, you have like a really low thyroid. We're just gonna, you know, I don't remember what word he used. He used a scientific term, but it wasn't disease. Hashimoto's or something maybe? I don't remember. But I was like, that sounds so dramatic. I am sitting on my new chair, yeah. I have my feet propped up on my ottoman right now. Because I don't know, when I think of the word disease, I think of like, I don't know, like cancer or something like crazy, but I don't know. Like, that's a crazy word. This yarn feels so different from the others. Like, look how much more stretchy this one is. Dude, I can smell that spaghetti in the trash can. I want to throw up. I feel like when I actually focus on these bandanas, I could probably finish them like very quickly. Because like I'm actually flying through this one very quickly, so I feel like my price of 30 is reasonable. I will definitely make more sweaters for sure. I think chronic is spelled with an H. C-H-R-O-N-I-C. C-H-R-O-N-I-C, yeah. The fireplace changes to any color, like it does rainbow. I just keep it at pink because I like the pink. My favorite videos to do are, that I used to do all the time, is making a bunch of stuff for Etsy, and then like doing a big launch, and then like making sales, and then doing a video where I just pack everybody's order. Those are my favorite videos to make. I think they're so fun. I also really enjoy packing orders because I really love like decorating packages and stuff. I don't know why I find it so much fun. Like I love adding stickers, and I love just like using decorative bags and stuff. Like it's completely unnecessary, but I just really, that's why I enjoy buying from small businesses, because I really like when they just do cute things. Yarn's got a knot in it. Oh no. What's happening here? Mood. I'm really proud of my reading journal. If you ever shop for yarn in person. The only reason that I did my last yarn haul, online was because it was a digital gift card only. So I do prefer shopping for yarn in person, but I don't like Michael's, and that's the only yarn store near me. There is a small business yarn store near me that I love, and the owner actually comes to the library, so I do know her. She's really cool. But it's like the fancy smancy yarn, like the wool and like the cashmere, like the cashmere or whatever. That crazy expensive yarn, and your girl is not willing to spend like, thank you Sherry for subscribing. Your girl's not willing to spend $40 on one skein of yarn. Like I just can't justify it. I can't. So I really like that store, and she'd probably let me film a pretty cool YouTube video there if I asked her to. But I don't know, maybe I should ask her next time she comes in. They also do knitting classes and stuff there too. I don't know if you have to pay for it, but I told her I wanted to learn how to knit, and she was like, well, we do knitting classes, like you should totally come in and do it. And I was like, I should, but I didn't ask her if it's like free. yeah, what I was saying is I really love my reading journal that I made for this year. And now that I have finished 2 books this year, I need to update my journal. But I was going to make a whole spread of just like the entire, like if I read an entire book series and I love it, instead of doing a spread on each book, I'm just gonna do a book spread on like the entire series. So if I'm loving this series like I absolutely loved the first book, then I'll probably finish it within a week. So I'm kind of waiting to update my reading journal because I like to do it all just at one time. But I really enjoy now, like after I finish a book, I'm like, oh my god, I can go put it in my reading journal. Yeah, that's the thing too that I was gonna say is my closest Joann's is like 45 minutes away from me. And it's not like in the safest area. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable going there by myself. I've gone with my boyfriend, but I wouldn't go there by myself. And Joann's is my favorite. And I honestly do love Hobby Lobby's yarn, and I have a Hobby Lobby near me, but the Hobby Lobby is also not in the safest area. And I think I've told you guys the story that there's a guy that just hovers around there and he just jacks off to people. So your girl's not going there. And also their business practices are just not what I support personally, so I don't really like buying from Hobby Lobby unless I have to. That is Mochi. He loves that tunnel. He sleeps on the bed that's like in the middle of the tunnel. I'm filming a reading vlog right now. I have a hard time juggling vlogging here on my main channel and then vlogging reading channel videos at the same time because I don't want to just vlog me talking about books on my reading channel. Like I want to show little clips of my life in between me talking about books like I used to. But since I'm vlogging on this channel too, I have a hard time doing both because I'm like, well, I can't show like the same thing on each channel. So I was filming a reading vlog and then Vlogtober happened and then Vlogmas happened and then I've just had this reading vlog just sitting that I haven't edited or anything. But I'm filming one, so hopefully one will be coming soon.
Claudine, what are you doing? Really? Like that's fucking insane. Why would you even do that? What's the point?
I didn't even see it either, did you? You might have seen her. She went on... So irritating. No, I like the size of my ears where they're at. Yeah, there's a dude that like hangs out at my local Hobby Lobby and he like goes into Hobby Lobby and he watches women and he jacks off to them and the cops have been called on him multiple times and they won't arrest him. The cops are absolutely fucking useless in my county, like... Yeah, it actually like pisses me off. Every single time I've had an interaction with a cop in my county, like they're just completely useless. And mean. Just fucking power-hungry assholes. Especially when my apartment got broken into because they didn't confront the guy that they thought it was because, like I said in my last live stream, they didn't want to start a race war, is what they told me. What the fuck does that even mean? And And my mom was like, well, if you're not going to do anything about it, then like I will, is what my mom said. And she was like, and then after she said that, the cops like got all like defensive towards her. And they were like, are you threatening us, ma'am? Are you threatening us? I'm like, yeah, my 45-year-old mom who can barely walk is threatening you right now, sir. Put your dick away. Like, you are so fucking useless. Like, are you threatening me right now? And my mom was like, no, but you're like literally not doing your job. Like, you suck. Are you threatening me right now? Put your little gun away, you little baby bitch. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what they do. They're like, there's nothing we can do until you die, basically. It's insane. That's why a lot of women who have like stalkers and stuff, like that's how they die. Because the cops are like, okay, well he could be threatening you and stuff, but he hasn't actually done it, so. It's because like they're the type of guys that would do that too. I'm not even sorry about saying that, but. I'm almost done with the purple one already. Look how quickly I did this, guys. Well, the base of it at least. Yeah, exactly. Kind of seems like it. It's so weird though, because they're all like the exact same brand and style and everything. They're just different colors. It's so weird how lot numbers and everything, like, you can have the same exact color too, and the lot numbers be different and they feel and act completely different. It's so weird. Thank you, Little Crafts Club. No, get away from me. You just tried to break my vase over there. Evil cat. Evil. Evil baby. You always try to break things that I love. I am. My cleaning video did very well. I've been gaining a lot of subscribers from that, I think. It's so weird. Like, YouTube started randomly pushing out my videos. First video of the year on my reading channel got pushed out into the algorithm. I've gained 1,000 subscribers. Over 1,000 subscribers. In a week on my reading channel, which is crazy.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
And then this channel, one of my YouTube shorts kind of went a little viral and has 4,000 views. Which, that doesn't make any money though, so I just make shorts for fun, but yeah, my cleaning video has 15K, which my videos don't normally get 15K in the first 6 days, so that's pretty good. So I've gained 676 subscribers in the past like week on this channel, which is pretty rare too. And then yeah, my reading channel, I've gained 1.1K in 11 days. So hopefully this year will be my year. That's what I keep saying and hoping. I was manifesting that this year would be my year, that my content would get better, that my views would get better and everything. And then the first 2 videos that I upload of the year both get pushed into the algorithm. So you know what? I feel like my manifestation was working. So I'm just gonna keep manifesting that this is gonna be the best content year for me and hope for the best. Okay, I finished the base. The base. Base. Okay, I was gonna stream till 6, so we have 7 more minutes. Jesus, threatening you with a hammer is crazy. Crazy work. Dude, I'm freezing now. I want to put my hoodie back on. Oh, wait. Okay, now I'm putting the border around the bandana. When did I start this bandana? Like, what? 20 minutes ago? It is 5:54 p.m. And the smell of spaghetti is in my nose. I want to vomit. I need to turn my heat wax warmer on so I can smell beautiful blueberry pancakes instead of spaghetti. I don't know if we can see. The snow is melting. Snow is melting. I'm sad. I'm really sad, actually. I really enjoyed the snow. I'm actually sad. I honestly don't have any recommendations. I'm gonna be honest, I've been making YouTube videos for, I don't know, since 2011 or whatever, and the algorithm has changed. YouTube has changed so drastically in the past 15 years that I don't know what is good anymore. I feel like you can't really be super successful unless you're like Mr. Beast rich or like wealthy to make good content. Like any big YouTuber that I watch, like they just have a lot of money so they can make good content because they have a lot of money. So YouTube nowadays isn't really like the way it used to be where people would just use their like shitty little webcam and make videos for fun. Now it's like a whole production. So I don't have any recommendations because I don't know what performs well. I personally just make fun content that I enjoy making and just hoping that you guys like it too, but YouTube is not what it used to be, and I really, really miss the old YouTube a lot. Like, I don't even watch YouTube videos anymore. I used to sit 24/7 on my little tablet or my iPod and sit and watch YouTube videos 24/7, guys. Like, I loved watching YouTube videos. Anytime I wanted to learn something new, I would just watch hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos on it. And now I'll watch like maybe 1 or 2 YouTube videos a week, maybe. Like, I just don't enjoy watching YouTube videos anymore because everything's like just overly high production or just the same. I don't know. I really miss old YouTube. I have a lot of people that tell me that like my videos feel like old YouTube, and that's honestly like the biggest compliment that anybody can give me, that my videos feel like old YouTube content, because that's what I want. I want my videos to feel like just old YouTube content where like people would just sit down, turn on their webcam and just freaking yap. Like, I miss those days. Thanks. Honestly, like I said, it's just really hard to grow on YouTube now because it's hard to make content that's not like anybody else's, because everybody else is trying to do the same thing that you're doing. Like, literally the only reason why I have a following is because I already had a following like before YouTube was like I got made fun of for having a YouTube channel growing up, and got made fun of for having YouTube as a job, and I had like all the adults in my life telling me that YouTube was like not a real job and that I needed to get a real job. But now, like, online, being an influencer and stuff, I don't like the word influencer, but being a content creator is now considered like a job. People see it as a job. Whereas like when I was growing up, YouTube and being a Twitch streamer and YouTuber and stuff like that, that was not seen as a job. People like really talked down on people who did that as a job. So yeah, it's just hard because like now everybody wants to be a YouTuber, everybody wants to work from home and do content creation and stuff. So like everyone is trying to grow, and you just have to be interesting enough to stand out. You need to edit your videos well, where there's not awkward pauses where like you're just like sitting and staring at each other. Like, you've got to be somewhat of an interesting person, I think, to at least have a little bit of a following. And like, some people are just not interesting. Some people, like, you're just kind of boring. Not you, but like, I'm saying people in general, like, are just boring. But they think that they're like not. Like, some people just like to hear themselves talk. So they think that other people want to hear them talk. And you can just tell through the video that they're just like trying to do it for money. And I feel like you can't go into YouTube being like, this is gonna be my job. I feel like you just gotta go into YouTube because you enjoy doing it. Same with like, you know, TikTok and everything. Like, I feel like you just gotta do it because you want to, you know? You gotta make thumbnails, you've gotta like You got, nowadays on YouTube, you have to make thumbnails. You have to make catchy looking thumbnails. You have to make them look aesthetic. You have to make them stand out. Like, you're not going to grow if you don't have something that draws people in. That's why so many YouTubers clickbait, because people won't click unless you have clickbait. I've only clickbaited a couple times, but the clickbaits like usually get the most views, which is crazy. Bye. Oh, it's past 6. Okay, I was gonna end it at 6. Okay, let me do this real quick. Alright, so this bandana is going to be finished within like the next probably 20 minutes or so. So I have 3 bandanas done. I was going to make only 5 of them, but maybe I'll make 10 so I can make like $300 on these. I don't know. And then I'm going to probably start working on another strawberry bag next because I have all of the yarn for it. And also I have the fabric for it. I don't have the fabric for the other bags. And then maybe I'll make another doll. I don't know. I made a whole list of things that I would like to make on my iPad, so I need to look at my list. But anyway, I'm going to take a break. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours and I'm tired. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I don't know when I'll stream again. Maybe Monday. Maybe not, though. We'll see, though. But thank you guys so much for coming and chatting with me and spending my snow day with me. The snow is melting, unfortunately, but thank you, Terry, for subscribing. Cat is dancing on my face. But thank you guys so much for coming, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.